Hey guys, this time we're gonna be breaking down episode 13 of Attack on Titan Season 4, titled Children of the Forest. This episode brought us some key insights into the planning and revelations of the Marleyan Empire working in Paradis. We learned that Gabby only cares for Niccolo when he's half dead. Levi was apparently popular in high school, and most importantly, don't drink wine, kids, or else you can turn into a man-eating titan. We are going to go straight to the scene-by-scene breakdown, so stay tuned till the end of the video. The episode opens with a flashback to nearly 4 years ago to the events of Village Ragako, which saw all the members be turned into titans. In the flashback, we learn that it was indeed Zeke who turned the Eldians into titans. But we also discovered that the spinal fluid can be administered through gas like the flashback showed us. It showed all the villagers freeze up, which Zeke convinced everyone, including Levi, to be the only way they turn into titans. Zeke then was able to get all these villagers to turn thanks to his royal blood, which turns any person injected with the spinal fluid with just his scream. As the flashback ended, Zeke and Levi were sitting outside their camp as Zeke was letting him in on the other terrible crimes of mass genocide he committed, all in the name of Eldia. So I guess that makes up for it. Levi, who was out of action for the last few episodes, also learned about the worsening situation within the walls as he found out about the death of Zachary by the hands of the Jaegerists. He couldn't believe that the kid he's been protecting all these years turned out to be such a prick and basically endangered them all. As he sat making a bonfire with his arch nemesis, the others were right in the middle of a civil war in the restaurant. As we saw in the end of the last episode, the Browse family, including Gabby and Falco, as they were greeted on arrival with the show's most confusing character, Niccolo. As he greeted the family inside this restaurant with all open arms, he went in the kitchen and seemed like he had a mega evil plan that he had been plotting. But then his mood changes again as the scouts, including John and Hanji, entered the restaurant. A huge plot point and eventually twist in this episode had to do with the Marleyan wine, which had been given godlike status in the past couple of episodes. We saw some of the big MPs drink it a couple of episodes ago, as well as some of the scouts, and the growing popularity of the wine had John all desperate to at least try a sip. That was before Niccolo changed gears and completely stopped him from doing so. It was quite suspicious since it seemed like there was something in the wine which he knew about. And as we saw later on the episode, the Marleyans had injected all the wine bottles with Zeke's spinal fluid. The master plan was actually brilliantly plotted. Yelena planned for all the Marleyan soldiers to work in the restaurants, as her and Zeke orchestrated this plan by having countless numbers of MPs and top-ranking officials, including Nile, consume the fluid. This also makes it clear that Zeke lied as he told Levi and all the other scouts that the Eldians freeze once consuming the spinal fluid. This now allows Zeke and Eren to demonstrate an all-out Titan attack whenever they feel like. But at the end of the day, Zeke still seems to be doing all this to save Paradis, since he's probably planning on building a defense system which will only become much stronger once the rumbling is activated. But only time will tell what his actual plan is. Comment down below what you think Zeke will be doing next. In the restaurant, we see Gabby and Falco plan an escape strategy as they look to meet with Niccolo, who they found out is a Marleyan. Through a brilliantly acted out skit, Gabby and Falco muster out of the restaurant as they both run into Niccolo at the wine cellar. Now at this point, the secret of the wine hadn't been revealed, but we could tell something was up, and we were only hoping that Gabby would decide to drink some of it. Well, that didn't pan out the way we thought it would, as the two kids let Niccolo in on their true identity. Niccolo found their break-in a little suspicious. He put 2 and 2 together and found out that Gabby was the girl who killed Sasha. Sasha was the one Eldian who he truly cared about. She loved his food and made him see the humanity of the Eldians. That was until a little Marleyan girl wiped her out with a single bullet. Niccolo once again completely flipped gears as he decided to become a child killer and swung a wine bottle across Gabby's head. That is until the master of the friend zone, aka Falco, leapt face first and took the blow as he laid unconscious on the ground. We couldn't tell if he'd make it out alive since the wine and the blood all had intermingled, forming a whirlpool of problems for the little guy. Niccolo then punched the defenseless little girl as he dragged the two kids out to the restaurant and revealed their true identity to Mr. Browse, Sasha's father. This all led up to one of the most beautiful moments of the episode. As a heartbroken Niccolo held up a knife to Falco's defenseless body, he requested Mr. Browse to do the deed, to kill Gabby and Falco, and the scouts were rendered defenseless since Niccolo was holding the kids hostage. We saw Sasha's father deliver a very moving speech about this world, with the Eldians and the Marleyans living in a world where this constant hatred and need for revenge is never ending. Browse wants the world to be easier on the youngsters, who are forced to take part in all this bloodshed. The show began with the Marleyans attacking Eldia to take revenge for the sins of their ancestors. Then Eren attacking Marley after his mother died, and eventually Gabby coming back to attack them once again. He gave a brilliant metaphor of the world basically being a forest where you either hunt or be hunted. The real world has you kill defenseless people, tear families apart, all in the name of revenge. By breaking this cycle of systematic hate on the basis of the different races, he wants to send a message to the young generation that moving on is possible. He was a man who found out the girl he took in was the same who killed his daughter, yet he did nothing, since he knows it was not her fault as much as it was the ideologies being passed on to her. This is why Gabby was shocked after Sasha's father as well as Mikasa protected her. She had no clue why they did not kill her right there, since she would have done the same. This is because she was brought up believing that the Eldians are evil scum who all need to be terminated. This example of Browse's courage may finally give the aggressive child some hope that the world is not all that bad. This was also the moment that Niccolo dropped them with a bombshell about the wine. Jean found out that Niccolo was trying to save them all this while, the aggressiveness all being part of an act since he didn't want his few friends to turn into titans. But this injecting of the spinal fluid has led to another massive plot point, the possibility of Falco becoming a titan. Since some of the wine entered Falco's mouth while he was attacked by Niccolo, it is surely setting him up to become a titan. Even with all the efforts of the Survey Corps to try and take the wine out of him, things seem to be getting worse for Falco. Things further escalated as the Jaegerists entered the restaurant and took everyone hostage under Flock's command, as we saw Eren reunite with Armin and Mikasa, as well as his Marleyan counterpart Gabby. Another bombshell of a twist was delivered by Flock as he inadvertently suggested that the Jaegerists were well aware about the spinal fluid in the wine. This means that Eren too knew about the spinal fluid, as he seems to be completely broken bad. After all that we have seen take place by the hands of Eren this season, there seems no way we will be getting a glimpse of the fun-loving Eren that we have come to love in the previous 3 seasons. The episode ended with Eren taking a seat with his old gang as he had something he wanted to discuss with them. He had already cut his hand, suggesting he would be turning into a titan form quite soon, but not before he have a little chat with his best friends. The ending of this episode now leaves us with so many questions, with Eren and his followers all set to conduct their raid of Eldia, as they have been injecting countless people with the fluids, thanks to Yelena and Zeke. Is there any way the group can work together? In the past, we have seen Paradis fight away the Colossal as well as the Armored, but that was mainly because of Eren. Now, when Eldia is on the brinks of attack, can they all work together and save Eldia from falling? Or will the Armored get his revenge? During the impending war with Flock, now probably gearing up to take Titan form, it will seem likely that he may be getting to eat one of the powerful Titans, since I doubt we will be sending the end of Flock so soon. Maybe the Marleyans somehow get a hold of Flock as they try to save him in some shape or form. The last few episodes have done a great job of also setting up some sort of life after the war is over. This season has focused a lot on ideologies and morals, and the thought of Eldians and Marleyans living together. We have gotten glimpses of this from Niccolo and Sasha, as well as Gabby and Falco. Gabby started off as a cold-blooded murderer who wanted to do nothing but kill all the devils of Paradis. But with the way she has been treated, and also been saved by countless number of Eldians, it goes to show that some amount of hope is still there. The main opposing threat right now are the Jaegerists, being led by the strongest man alive, and the red-headed flock. Surely, they are going to stir up more drama within the ranks as this civil war finally comes into full effect. This is no better time for Reiner and the other Marleyans to lay out their attack on Paradis, as they are a broken shell of what they used to be. We are looking forward to the battles that look not that far away, and all the drama, plot, twist, and action to come with it. We will be back again with next week's breakdown for Attack on Titan. Please like and subscribe and comment down your theories down below. See you soon on Anime Breakdown.